Welcome back to high school sports.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and I just want to say, welcome back.
This is game time. This is Indiana high school sports. This is your IHSAA.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
The excitement of college basketball is back for another year. Welcome to Rose-Hulman as we present tonight the Fighting Engineers, their season opener, hosting the Tigers of DePauw, coming into this one at 0-1 on the year. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill, why go anywhere else for delicious food? Burtner Electric, providing quality electrical services in central Indiana. Boilermaker 374, we're second to none in quality and performance. Clean Slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. And by Drumstick Dash 2023, move your feet so others can eat. Great to have you with us. It is the opener for Rose-Hulman. Troy Nergowski, Coach Keith Myers, great to have you with us, and great atmosphere here tonight. The weekend's going to be a lot of fun. Not only basketball tonight, football tomorrow, but tonight Rose-Hulman hoping to get a win over the DePauw team who ended up losing to Anderson.
First game of the year. Kudos to everybody. We're a little nervous. We're a little uptight. We're ready for a big-time football game, but how about this is breakfast, football's lunch, and then on the way home we'll have dinner.
There you
whatever
go.
it is, but should be a great game tonight. Both teams coming 30 minutes down the road.
Yeah.
So they know each other. Rusty Lloyd, the head coach of Greencastle, was here. DePauw was here. Still hangs out here. Still lives in Terre Haute. So, you know, it's a bittersweet. Should be a lot of fun watching both teams warm up today. They both seem like they're testing the water a little bit. You know, little nerves, and crowd was late coming in, but, you know, down far in, pretty good crowd down here. So should be a lot of fun. Key here is just maintain and play within yourself.
Yeah. DePauw, let's talk about them first. They opened up at home against Anderson. They lost at 79-63. The Ravens went on a couple of big runs in that game. One of those 9-0 late in that contest to extend that lead to 14. DePauw didn't shoot well, only 35% total, and only 21% from three. They'll have to shoot better here tonight.
Anderson, a very good ball club, very long, very stretch. Almost the same identical of Rose-Hulman. Little long, little stretch. If you play zone, talk to Coach, he hates people playing zone. So what do? You play zone.
You play zone.
So very interesting. See how things match up that way. Be very interesting how both teams will come out the first 3-4 minutes of the game.
Yeah, that 2-3 zone for Anderson, they stretched it big time.
It stretched it big time, didn't they?
And you think about when you look at DePauw, the Tigers led by Sam Jacobs, 16 points. Ref Stevenson had 12. Two guys that we'll see in the starting lineup here tonight. On the other side of the bracket, you have Rose-Hulman. We're going to get a first look at them. And by the way, they did have one game in exhibition. They went to Ball State, lost that one 85-52. Cole Pride had 12 points in that ball game. But a nice way to start, at least get your team out there, play somebody else, get ready for the opener.
It's almost like football. You want to play somebody, you want to hit somebody else than your teammates. It's the same thing with exhibition basketball game. You go in the exhibition knowing that it could be a very long night, but he felt that both teams played really well, and that's why you play them.
Yeah.
You play games to get better, and we'll see what happens tonight with Rose-Hulman and see how it's very interesting. I think it was very interesting. They had to adjust the rim after warm-ups today down at the far end. I would have just left it cricket.
Yeah, no
I would have. Sorry for your trouble.
Nick Sales in his second year, coming off a 17-11 season. They were 12-6 in the conference. By the way, made it to the conference championship game. He's got some key players back this year, including Miles McGowan, who averaged 13.4 points per contest last season. And then you have Bradley Harden averaging 9 points per game. So a couple of key players back, but they also have some very young players in this roster.
Yeah, but when Bradley Harden is on the cover of your program, you're expecting that man to do pretty well.
Yeah.
Good luck to the big time, young man. So, teams are balanced at this time. A lot of kids on both rosters. I mean, I think 21 on DePauw, 20 on Rose-Hulman. So you're going to see a lot of kids in action tonight. I would think that Rose-Hulman will probably go 10 deep. DePauw might go 8 deep, but we'll see. A lot of people think this could be just like a battle and see where you're tested water, because eventually you're going to start playing conference games, and you got to be ready for conference, because as important as these games are, you want to win your conference.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing, too, about Rose-Hulman. They'll have a couple of freshmen in that starting lineup, but when you talk about size, they do have some size to work with, and it'll be interesting to see how DePauw will work with that tonight. We're talking about 6'7" and 6'6" across that front line. Should be an interesting storyline tonight.
Yeah, I wanted to say that, but, you just, right now, you don't know.
Right.
You don't know how these young kids at Rose-Hulman are going to react. They're not playing varsity basketball anymore. They're not playing 8-minute quarters. You're playing 20-minute halves.
Yeah.
The officials are going to let it be very physical. How do you play physical basketball, and how do you maintain that physical basketball? Because I'm telling you what, if they let them play real physical, advantage DePauw, because they're built for that.
By the way, DePauw was picked as the number 4 team in the North Coast Athletic Conference preseason poll. And on the other side, you have the Fighting Engineers. They've been selected 5th in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. So both teams kind of in the middle of the pack in their conferences coming in. But as you know, anything can happen during a complete college
And you
basketball.
talk about the conference. You got Anderson, who's going to predicted to be 1, Manchester 2. How about that?
Yeah.
3 is Hanover, 4 is Transy, 5 is Rose-Hulman, Franklin, Man St. Joseph, Earlham, Bluffton, Defiance. But you look from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those guys will beat each other up. And I think the bottom half of that conference will beat each other up. Who knows? Defiance could knock some people off late in the year, could probably cause some fits during the conference tournament.
And, of course, that conference tournament, top 6 teams will make it once again once we get to that point.
And on our sister station on HCAC.
That's right.
Got to love that.
Got to love that. Hey, I know you want to mention a Hall of Fame coach who passed away a few years ago, but they have a chance to honor him a little bit tonight.
Yeah, today Jim Shaw passing in 2015. Jim was in the Hall of Fame for Rose-Hulman in 2017. Rusty Lloyd said, hey, Keith, can you do me a favor? Can you just mention to the family we're praying for him? Rusty coached underneath him, great guy, and there's a plaque for him in the Hall of Fame. We're thinking about the family, and our prayers and thoughts are with them on this day.
All right, when we come back, we'll have keys to this one tonight. Starting lineups coming up as well. This is Rose-Hulman basketball right here on RHIT.TV.
An active athlete looking for enhanced performance, comfort, and recovery? Then Skins is the perfect choice for you. Our revolutionary sports compression product provides better oxygen flow in your muscles, helps reduce fatigue and pain from intense physical activity, allowing athletes to push their boundaries and perform better.
Skins helps keep everything, including you, on track.
So don't wait any longer. Get your Skins now and experience unbeatable performance.
Take your game to the next level with Skins.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Back here at Rose-Hulman, I wanted to ask you real quick, being a former coach and you're playing your first real game.
Yes.
Yet Rose-Hulman is already, that's the one thing I'm thinking about tonight is, are they at a disadvantage knowing that DePauw has already played a real game, or does that matter where it's just too early in the year?
Are you asking my coaching career?
Yes.
My coaching career, every game was difficult. You all week long, because I guarantee you they watched that game.
Yeah.
So all week long they got ready, and you test your kid's character. How's the kid, did the kid come to the gym early today? Did the kid bring everything today? I always made sure my kids, left my kids alone on game time just to see how they came to work.
Right.
If he got his shoes, you knew he didn't care.
Right.
If he got his shoes and ran back to his dorm and came back and you didn't know, then you knew he would get in the doghouse. So I don't think advantage, disadvantage. I think the advantage really, to be honest with you, Rose-Hulman. They're home, though it's 30 minutes down the road, but they're home. They ate lunch, supper together. They had a good time together. They're ready, and they're keyed for this game. And Coach is key for this game.
Both teams ready to go here tonight. We'll get the keys to the entire contest coming up from Coach here in just a couple of moments as we prepare for this season opener for Rose-Hulman's second game for the Tigers of DePauw. Always the excitement of a season opener. We're going to get the keys, I promise. We're going to kind of play this out. We'll go to our public address announcer here in a couple of moments to get the starting lineups for this one here tonight. You're going to see, by the way, 3 freshmen, if you combine both teams, 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores. So half of the floor we're going to see are very, very young.
You know, as I look around and I see more students come in and in and in, this could be a little rowdy crowd. The public address announcer cannot use their – there's his microphone.
There you go.
There we go. Let's go down for the lineups.
There you have the starters.
You think Simon's very popular?
Yeah, and he's excited. Keys.
You want keys?
Yes,
okay.
Keys.
Keys to the game. Play basketball. Nothing else. Okay. Play basketball. It's not football. It's not cross country. It's basketball. It's your season. You've been waiting half of the semester to play this game. So play basketball. I think for Rose-Hulman, quick start. Hit the boards. Eliminate your turnovers. For DePauw, that first breath of, first 3-4 minutes, if you can retain it, great. If not, then you have to fight through your way up. Whoever gets this lead by 5 or 6 points really gets to dominate this game. Ooh. I will say this is a 3-point game, but I've been wrong before because, I coached this thing for a long time. I'm still looking for my first win.
I know you are. Well, maybe tonight you can win from up here. By the way, DePauw will be in their black and gold, and the home Fighting Engineers in their whites. We're ready to go. Tigers, after that season-opening loss against Anderson, hoping to rebound tonight. We talked about their shooting woes in that contest, and it will be DePauw basketball. Grant Nego out of Western Springs, Illinois, will run the point.
Man-to-man defense.
And I'm sure DePauw likes that after seeing that Anderson 2-3 zone. Drive down the lane, shot on the way good, and Sam Jacobs will get things started.
Took the ball to the hole. DePauw, man-to-man.
I like it, too. The drive off the glass and good the other way. That's Bradley Harden. This is a Tiger team that only shot 21%, as we mentioned, from three-point range in that Anderson loss. They're hoping to change their fortunes here tonight if they have to shoot it from downtown any point this evening. That one's off the glass. Not a great angle that time by Jacobs, but able to lay it in. He has all 4.
4 quick points. He went to the basket, was waiting for contact. Official's not going to call that little ticky-tack. Well, I got away with it.
Richie will find Harden. Just a little one, by the way. There's Blair for 3. That one hit the net twice. Back the other way we go. Tigers basketball. This one in the corner for 3. Missed as Camden Brown out of Zionsville unable to get it to go and quickly in transition the other way. Here is Harden. That one's off the mark. Ball tipped out, and it'll be Rose-Hulman basketball. Stoudemire. Stoudemire, a long way from home from Jeffersonville. He comes off the screen. The bump, the drive, off-balance shot, no good. The tip out by Jenigas, and it'll be Tiger basketball. Drive on the baseline, pass inside, and using his muscle there and missing it the other way is Ref Stevenson out of Fishers. Rose wasting no time in their transition. And we have our first foul of the ball game. That'll go against Sam Jacobs. Now everybody can catch their breath, huh?
Well, for about 30 seconds.
Yeah. Well, 30's better than nothing.
You're right, Dad.
Well, once you finally get that first breath down and you feel like, hey, listen, we can relax and play basketball now, things will go a little bit smoother both ways. Bradley Harden. You mentioned he was on the cover of the program tonight. Shot fake the drive off to Stoudemire. That's no good. And we've got a rebounding foul against Rose-Hulman. They'll get Jack Janicus for his first.
You know, again, you got to learn. Ball is away from you. Just go away. No reason to foul 25 feet away from the basket.
First substitution now for Rose-Hulman. We will see Miles McGowan come in, the 6'7" junior out of Indianapolis. Here's a drive cut off as Ronald Johnson.
Oh.
Now we'll find Jacobs. Jacobs, his shot will not fall on the rebound to McGowan.
Running the floor.
Boy, Rose very quickly getting back into that half court. Turn off the glass. Nice touch. That's going to be McGowan.
His first 2 points of the night.
Paying immediate dividends here in the first half, tied at 4. The drive off the glass too hard by Nigo. Nigo a returner for DePauw. Here's a 3 on the way. That's going to be short by Ritchie. And in transition the other way, there's a turnover. Here come the Fighting Engineers. Looking for an easy bucket here. It'll be Stoudemire. In the corner to Harden. McGowan backing his man down, the kick out. The 3 on the way is no good as Harden can't get it to fall.
Nice block out.
Jacobs, skip pass. Shot fake, down low, and undercut. We're going to have a foul call on the floor. Ref Stevenson attempting to make the shot, had a nice head fake, got the defender in the air. Changes here for both teams. Cole Pride will come in, the 6'8" freshman out of Osgood. Pride led the team in scoring in that exhibition against Ball State. Pride will wear number 23 for Rose-Hulman. Ball tipped away. By the way, big body inside now. Grant Goldman, 6'6", out of Floyd's Knob. Floyd's Knobs, Indiana.
A lot of Indiana kids on both of these teams, especially DePauw.
Three-pointer at the buzzer. That'll be an air ball by Benny Smith, or take that back, 21, which is Brady Kunka.
And if you're home, you count that as a turnover because it's a shot clock violation.
And I believe we got a timeout on the floor. We're tied at 4.
Anxious over algebra? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org. Confused by chemistry? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org.
Oh, quick timeout to coach both teams. A little cold here in the first 5 minutes.
You think so?
Yeah.
Might be cold in here.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It got warmer in here, though.
It did. So Rose-Hulman with the basketball. Here's a 3 on the way by Pride. It's short. And the rebound pulled down by Camden Brown. Brown from 3. That one's no good. And we got a rebounding foul against Goldman. That'll be his first. We might see a whole slew of new players coming in as we go. You mentioned that both teams have a very deep roster. New player in for DePauw will be Caleb Washington out of New Albany. He will wear number 12. Off the screen. Shot on the way off the back of the iron is missed. The spin in the lane. Shot is up. It's off the back of the iron by Jacobs. And
wow.
A block shot.
Get out of town. Oh, he was open at the baseline. Like the cuts.
We are stuck at 4 apiece right here. The drive off the glass and good. That'll be Harden.
His 4th point of the night.
Breaks that 4 stalemate we had for seemed like forever. By the way, Daniel Savovchik is in the lineup now for Rose-Hulman. Shot clock down to 8. Baseline floater is on the way and good. That one caught the rim. Nigo gets the point. He has 2. Rose-Hulman again in the half court. Good ball movement. Just haven't got the shots to fall here early. The drive off the glass, good. Sejovic there to get his first 2 points. And we've got a foul the other way against Rose-Hulman. We'll have more players coming into the lineup. We're going to get McGowan on the foul. Joe Smith coming in from Mishawaka. First time tonight for DePauw.
Long way from home.
Yep. Sam Piantek will come in, a freshman out of St. Peters, Missouri. Low scoring first half so far. Neither team able to get into double digits yet. Down on the low post, using that big body as Goldman got it back and laid it in.
I like his play.
Big fella down low. Tied at 8. Off that screen as Troy McManus is in for the first time. Simon Blair setting that screen on the elbow, receives it back once again. You talk about 2 big bodies right there.
Right there, buddy.
Here's a 3 from the left-hander, no good, as McManus can't get it to go. Offensive rebound for Rose-Hulman. The drive, the kick, 15-footer on the way, good. There's Cole Pride.
That's his little shot. That's bacon.
Yeah.
You're going to hear that word a lot during basketball season.
Bacon?
Bacon.
You like bacon?
Fry that bacon.
Here's a 3 on the way the other end of the floor by Washington, no good. It'll be Rose-Hulman. Try to build on a 2-point lead. Entry pass down low. And that ball goes out of bounds. Cole Pride trying to post up underneath. We will see Jack Janigas come back in, and Pride will sit down. Still 20 on the shot clock here for Rose-Hulman. Sejovic will work it at the point against Joe Smith. The drive, body contact off the glass, good. Sejovic gets his first 2. Biggest lead right now at 4. Either way, DePauw basketball. Still 18 on the shot clock. This is Jacobs. Got trapped underneath on the double team. The kick out. This is Smith. Jacobs at the elbow. Up and under. Shot on the way. Nice touch. Jacobs now has 6. Had 16 against Anderson. Last year averaged almost 10 points per game at 9.8. So now Rose-Hulman with a lead at 2. And we've got a whistle and a foul away from the basketball on the pass. We'll get Joe Smith. He'll pick up his first. Entry pass off the baseline. They'll look to go inside. Blair.
He'll drop stuck here.
Blair, nice move with the right hand. Got it by Stevenson and missed it.
Got to be stronger with the basketball, Troy.
Stevenson was using that little arm bar, too, trying to take him out of position.
Maybe.
Off the screen, the drive, and a block shot, but a foul called against Simon Blair. And we're going to go to the free throw line. Brady Kunka, a freshman, will go to the line. That's our first free throw of a brand new season. Kunka had 11 against Anderson. Blair, by the way, picking up his first. Student section, by the way, is
full,
and it's on the left side of the shooter from this vantage point. They are standing, and it is all the way to the top, and they're very vocal.
I'm glad they're not in the balcony.
That would be more fun, though.
That would be, wouldn't
it? It probably wouldn't be if you're from DePauw, but if you're with Rose-Hulman, you love that. Second free throw good, so Kunka on the board with his first points of the night, back to a 1-point lead. Kobe Stoudemire back in here for Rose-Hulman. Little hesitation there by Harden as he goes underneath the basket. Got the defender in the air, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Away from the shooter, I do believe. Yep, they're going to get number 44, Goman, I believe.
That was a little...
We'll take that back. It was going to be Blair.
Is that Blair second?
Yeah, Blair got number 2, I do believe. Yep. I have him for 2. Now, the board says 1, but I have him for 2. So DePauw trying to take the lead right here. Here's a downtown 3 by Kunka, no good. Offensive rebound by Blair. 5 team fouls on Rose, 3 so far on DePauw.
Oh, you got to move.
Big screen out front here for Harden. Harden back to the big fella. Blair for 3, shot the air ball. Looked like it hit the end line. It goes out of bounds. Last touch, though, by DePauw. That's a big break.
I think you're right, Troy. I thought we're right there. I thought it hit the line as well. And now the officials discuss.
Going to have a couple of more changes. We'll see Ronald Johnson come back in here for DePauw. And also coming in, Cole Pride again, the freshman for Rose-Hulman. So what was that discussion about?
I don't know.
I don't either, unless they...
Well, I know what they just talked about. Where's the replay? No replay in non-conference games.
Fadeaway on the way, and nice touch by Bradley Harden. Harden has 6. Lead back to 3. Entry pass. Here is Stevenson, no. And the rebound pulled away by Pride.
I mean, it's one and done.
It is.
DePauw.
It really is. One thing about the rims these days, they are very soft, and a new basketball over the last couple of years in college basketball is that's off the mark, and a rebounding foul called against Janigas. That'll be, I believe, his second. But I was watching, and I've heard them talk about these really bright orange basketballs now.
Yes.
Very soft.
Very soft. The rims don't like them because the rims you use, well, you played at my place, it was really tight at one end and really loose on the other.
And then you switched or what? I mean,
well, no. You just got in that tight rim, you know you had that in the second half, so you better score a lot of points in the first half.
Right.
And you hope the guys don't shoot well in the second half for your opponent.
Yeah. in the corner. Three-pointer on the way, and boy, they continue to struggle.
They are.
Kuhnke shot that one over the rim. Rose-Hulman quickly back in the half court. This will be Stoudemire, gets the high screen there from Pride. Stoudemire back to Pride. He'll try it again from three. Missed that one badly. And the rebound pulled away. Billy Bach in the lineup now for DePauw. The entry, the left-hand shot, way short again by Camden Brown.
How about the defense on both ends? Aggressive defense, but you're missing some point-blank shots as well.
Here's Harden.
Bam.
Three-pointer good.
You knew that was going to go in, right?
Already in double figures with 11. And the lead at 6, just over 8 minutes remaining.
What's the word of the day? Bacon.
Bacon. Good look here, Johnson. Nice spin to the baseline. Missed it. Really thought he should have used the left hand there.
Straight up defense. Good. Oh. He'll shoot it anywhere.
6-point lead, the biggest so far of the night. Reverse layup, no good by McGowan. And here come the Tigers once again.
Now you'll know if you're in basketball shape.
Johnson, basket good, and he's fouled.
That's nice. I got him for his third point of the night.
By the way, Roy Johnson averaged 7.3 points per game a year ago. We have wholesale changes again both ways. 3 for Rose-Hulman, 2 for DePauw, including Kyle Lilwitz out of Lamont, Illinois. He's a 6'5 junior. He wears number 34, and Sam Jacobs will come back in. So here is Ronald Johnson. About an hour away from Terre Haute, from Indianapolis, missed the free throw.
Maybe the 30-second delay.
Some must be up. I guess maybe again, game 1 or game 2 didn't really matter at this point.
I think everybody's trying to knock off some rust.
Here's a 3 on the way, good, and Savovic will get that one to go. He now has 5. Another miss by DePauw, and it's still a 7-point lead. You know, they're cold, and this is our first basketball game. It'll take us a while to get in the swing of things. After a full season of football, nice touch the other way by Harden. And a timeout on the floor. 6:56 remaining first half. It's a 9-point lead.
30-second timeout.
Once again here at Rose-Hulman, 22-13 lead. That is the biggest of the night at 9 off the glass. Nice touch there by Jacobs.
I have him for 6.
Give him 2 more. He has 8.
Okay.
Off the screen, that'll be McManus. McManus got trapped and finally gets it off now to Piantek. The drive down the lane, nice touch. Sajovic once again, he has 8. Lead back to 9 once again. Johnson, skip pass in the corner, shot fake by Jacobs. Take that back, that's going to be Lilwitz. Goldman, the kick out. Johnson, his three-pointer no good. And the rebound pulled away by McManus. Chance to get that lead into double figures. Gabe Adams is checked into the lineup. And there's another three. Sayevich again.
Well, we found a spark, haven't we?
Yeah. You mentioned one of these two teams gets a big lead, it might make the difference. DePauw gave up big runs in that game against Anderson, ended up losing the contest. There's a turnover. Fighting Engineers back the other way with the left hand. No, the tip up off the miss by McManus. And Rose-Hulman to get it back once again.
A little physical down there in that contact.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul, I guess.
So for DePauw right now, this game looks a lot like the Anderson game. Sayevich again. This time can't get it to go.
He was feeling it, though.
Yep.
Give me the ball.
He wanted it. Littlewich got the rebound. Jacobs. Quick movement now. Here is Johnson with the left hand. Oh, and he missed the layup.
Got to use the backboard.
Lead is at 12. Rose-Hulman will slow it down here in the half court. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. They haven't really even needed much on that shot clock so far. Sayevich off
what
the
shot
screen.
clock?
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
On, Troy.
Boy, the entry down low. This will be Adams. He got away with a push. Found Blair. He can't get it to go, and here come the Tigers. Here's a three. Back the other way. That's going to be short by Brown. Ball goes out of bounds back to the Fighting Engineers. Wow, I don't know what we'll get the numbers at halftime.
Yeah, we will.
These numbers for
not good.
Shooting, not good.
You know, you got a 27-15 lead because you knocked down a couple big-time three-pointers, but you know, you're looking for now just balance.
Yeah. Caleb Washington.
But got to be happy with a 27-16 lead.
I'm
not complaining.
Yeah,
but,
I wouldn't either. But on the other side, DePauw bringing in Caleb Washington, another freshman, trying to get them a spark. The drive, no, by Sayevich. It goes out of bounds back over to the Tigers.
Made the right idea.
Well, we mentioned that DePauw shot only 21% from three-point range in that loss to Anderson. Anderson shot 51% overall. The Tigers shot just 35%.
They played at DePauw.
Yeah, they did.
Anderson shooting at 51% away from home. That's
not
pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah.
I wish my team shot 2% at home.
I watched that game. Just DePauw really struggled because that ball was kicked. They just really struggled against that 2-3 zone. Anderson almost played that matchup zone, and there was just nothing there for DePauw.
Now with the kick violation, it resets the shot clock to 20 seconds.
Yep.
It was down to 12.
Head coach Rusty Lloyd coming off the bench, shouting out instructions for his Tigers.
It was nice to see Rusty today.
Yeah.
He knew exactly who we were. That was nice of him.
Here's Jacobs. Jacobs tried a little high-low and ends up turning it over. Turn it over like that a lot, he'll lose his hair. He look like you and me.
Yes, sir.
Stoudemire got it blocked out of bounds. It'll stay here.
He had to give and go, though. He gave him the ball. He had the lane wide open, didn't give him the ball.
Harden back in.
Harden comes in the game with 13 points.
Sayevich out of the lineup, had a good first half off the bench.
Little streak.
Quick first half, 3 minutes remaining. Good ball movement in the corner. Three on the way. This time it is good. It'll be Rocco Ritchie. His first.
They're beginning to warm up from the outside. 15-point lead.
Wow, that's big. I wish my mom named me Rocco. She likes having the name Rocco.
Troy's okay.
Okay. But Rocco just has that feeling, you know. Jacobs trying to get the Tigers going. The offense has struggled. There's a reaching foul against Gabe Adams, his first. Gabe Adams out of Kalispell, Montana. He's a long way from home. You thought being from Jeffersonville was a long way. Go to Kalispell, Montana.
No, thank you. I'll stay right here in good old Indiana.
Cold out there. Free throws up and good. Is that put Goldman at the line?
His third point of the night.
.237 remaining. By the way, we're going to talk some football, or you're going to talk some football at halftime.
I just hope he doesn't want me to go out and throw the football with him.
Well, I think he knows that already, but yeah, I know you were wanting to. We walked by.
I asked for a football today, and they shook their head very quickly.
No, we don't want you anywhere near it.
They asked us to leave practice.
Yeah. Rose-Hulman still with a 13-point lead. Off the screen is Harden.
How about the volleyball team as well? They're in the tournament today, this week as well.
Yeah. Short on the shot was Adams. The push in the lane. Adams got a piece of that one. The rebound put back good, and here's DePauw making a little mini run. Basket good by Kuka, the freshman out of Naperville, Illinois. Adams picks up his second. Kuka has 3. Coming out of the lineup will be Goldman. And checking in now for DePauw will be Camden Brown. So Kuka a chance here to complete the 3-point play, and he will do so. He now has 4. And the lead at 10. Well, this was a 15-point lead just moments ago, so for the Tigers able to come back and score 5 straight to get this thing down to 10. Here's a 3 on the way, and answering the call, Rocco Ritchie. He now has 6. And we got a jump ball back the other way. And the possession arrow in favor of Rose-Hulman. Nearing the end of the first half. Big football game tomorrow. And of course, Coach will talk with the football coach for Rose-Hulman, the championship game of the Heartland. We'll have it for you tomorrow afternoon. Pull-up jumper, couldn't get the roll. As Stoudemire had a good look.
See, that's how my shots went.
And back the other way, basket is good. Running the floor is Caleb Washington. He'll get his first 2.
And now it's getting tighter.
Had it down to 10. Chance still for DePauw here in the final minute. They can get it under double digits. That'll be big. Here's Harden. And a foul on the reach before the shot. And we'll get Sam Jacobs for the foul. Jacobs picking up his second. So coming back in the lineup now for DePauw will be Billy Bach.
Interesting to play Friday night basketball, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of weird to get back into the gym a little bit.
It is very strange. Fadeaway jumper, no good by Harden. Like I said, it's going to take us a while just to get used to being in here. Another turnover. Quickly in the corner, like the way Rose-Hulman passing the basketball. 12-footer on the way, good. Answering that one, Rocco Ritchie again. I have him for 8.
I have him for 8 as well. Shot clock is off.
21 seconds. DePauw could really use a bucket right here. They got it down to 10. We're hoping to get it under double digits. But they will definitely go to the locker room down by at least 10. A lot of contact, turnover. Running the floor the other way, layup is good by Stoudemire, and not a good way for DePauw to end the first half. Stoudemire, by the way, getting his first 2, and what was a 10-point ball game moments ago, back to 15 here at the half.
Yeah, you look at the first half, you some turnovers, sloppiness the first 3, 4, 5 minutes of the game, kind of calmed down, played routine basketball for about 6 or 7 minutes. Then we got out of control. I think it's a typical first game of the year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to see what's going on, and you got to figure out what's going on, and just be concentrating on what's going on, the variety. I love the crowd. The crowd has been in the game. The band's been in the game. We'll see what happens here in the second half. 37-22. If I'm Rose-Hulman, I'm real happy with that first half result. Very happy with that first half result.
Well, and if I'm DePauw, I'm seeing this happening a little bit too much. We saw it in the Anderson game where you allow a 9-0 run, you allow a 12-0 run, and next thing you know, you're fighting from behind. It's like in football, you're playing behind the chains all the time. You got to find a way to stop those runs by your opponent.
Yeah, and earlier we talked about shot clocks and the effect of that. No effect of that at all.
All right, when we come back, we're going to talk some football coming up next right here on RHIT.TV.
A good engineer, a good mathematician, a good scientist can identify problems.
But in order to be a great scientist or engineer, you've got to have curiosity and you've got to have creativity, and that's what's going to set you apart.
You can't teach curiosity. You just need to encourage your student to be curious. Curious in anything that they do. Curious so that it brings out the innovations, the new ideas.
Since we're doing things so quickly, a lot of times we know that we need help. So our professors all know us by name.
Basically, everybody knows everybody here.
That one-on-one personal connection you're getting with the faculty, you don't get that a lot of places.
We're not just saying, here, go do this hard project. We are right there with them. We work with them.
The faculty are there for you.
Anxious over algebra? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org. Confused by chemistry? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org.
There we are. Halftime score, 37-22. Rose-Hulman in the lead. You know this guy. This guy's going to be coaching football championship ACAC game right here on RHITV.TV. And, Coach, it's going to be a very interesting day, huh?
Yeah. Anytime both teams make it through the HCAC unscathed and get to play each other on that last weekend, it's pretty special. We've been able to do it. This is the third year in a row now, and we won the first time in 2021. Mount St. Joe got us last year at their place, and we get to do it again tomorrow.
A lot of fun, and we're excited we get to do the double dip as we talked to you about. Practice went well today. You said everybody's healthy. Weather condition, Jeff, it's late November, and what weather we're expected to have.
Yeah, we had unbelievable weather up at Defiance last weekend as well, which it was legit hot. Like, we had to take layers of clothes off, and we were like, well, we'll definitely take that for November up in Northwest Ohio. And then to get 50, mid-50s tomorrow, no wind,
ideal.
Yeah, it's exactly what you want.
Talk a little bit about how tough the conference is. But all these teams are very equal in so many ways. You play a tough non-conference schedule to get you ready for the grind. The grind now is almost over. Kids can't let down. They need a real big game tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, we do. We play a very challenging non-conference schedule. Mount St. Joe played a very challenging non-conference schedule, and it's really interesting. Like everybody, like all the other games tomorrow in our conference, all the teams are like neck and neck in the conference standings, and really, you know, not that anyone would be gambling, but they're all pick-em games,
right.
And it's just a really exciting day in the HCAC, and they're all playing for their rivalry trophies. We're playing for a championship trophy, so it's really a great day.
Yeah, and you said it, rivalries, because every week you play somebody that wants to beat you in this conference, and everybody's capable of doing that. Talk a little bit about the success that you've had. Talk a little bit about your senior leadership.
Yeah, we obviously when you go into your last game of the regular season, it's always special for the seniors, and we've been very consistently good here. We've been first or second in this conference in 10 of the last 11 years, and I told the guys last night the reason we can sustain that success over that period of time is because we always have great senior leadership. We got 24 seniors playing tomorrow. We've had up to 30. We haven't had less than 20 in any year. Over that 11-year stretch, and that's why we're able to sustain success here. We have, you know, great players from around the country that want to come here and accept the challenge of a Rose-Hulman education and all the different, you know, things that we ask them to do from a football standpoint. They want that challenge and want to be the best engineer they can be. They want to be the best football player they can be, and because we got guys that come in here and work at it for 4 years, we can come in. Yeah, we get special players that come in and play right away. We've got a bunch of freshmen that are playing on our defense right now. When Jalen and Daniel were here as freshmen, they were playing. A couple of the guys on the O-line played when they were really young, but for the most part, it's our seniors that carry us and you know, get us through those tough times in the season, and you know, provide that consistency for our team.
Talk a little bit. We talked the other day about this, but the conference is so good, but they only take a select team, so the winner of the conference only gets to move on. I don't think that's very fair because of the balance of this conference. Explain the playoff system for people that's brand new to the HCAC.
Yeah, so it's a tournament of champions. So there's 28 conferences across the country that all receive an automatic bid to the tournament, and it's a 32-team tournament. So there's only 4 additional spots for at-large bids. So you
got to be really, really good.
Yeah. So what you need to do is win your conference, and you're guaranteed to get into the tournament. And I mean, that's really, I think, a much better system than. And it's frustrating when you have a great team and you don't win your conference. And there's conferences, the Wisconsin State Conference.
Right.
They have unbelievable teams that, you know, are 500 teams in that league, and the quality of football that they play up there is really, really incredible. They beat Division II teams, and you know, then you have you know, the conference that the defending national champion North Central's in, and the North Central and Wheaton are national powers every year. So and then the Ohio Athletic Conference where Mount Union's at, and whoever the second team in that conference this year is John Carroll. You know, they're a top 15 team in the country that's probably not going to make the national tournament. So that's just reality at Division III, but I'd rather have it that way where you can play yourself in and you're guaranteed that spot. And if you don't win your conference, then you've got to, you know, you're at the whim of the selection committee. And I like that structure. I'm happy that our guys get to play in a game that's going to determine whether or not they're going to go.
We get to go or not.
Yeah, exactly. And not have to sit back and win our conference championship and have to sit back and see if a committee's going to let us in or not. Like, I'd much rather be able to play ourselves in.
Gotcha. Last thing, the girls volleyball team. They're playing for a conference championship as well this weekend. Man, you got basketball tonight, you got football tomorrow, and if they advance, you got volleyball Sunday. It's been a pretty good year for the Engineers in the fall.
Our men's soccer team is up in Chicago right now playing in the NCAA
Are they
tournament.
playing tonight? Or
they play tomorrow.
They play tomorrow.
They play tomorrow against Ohio Wesleyan, I believe, and then,
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock tomorrow.
Producer knows right on top of it. Sherry's right on top of it. But what a great year.
Coach Sale's got these guys rolling. So excited about the young talent he's got. and it's a great year.
Yep, been a good year. Coach, as we're showing the highlights of the volleyball, of the energy, that championship game on HCAC TV. Talk a little bit about that. Pretty excited about the coverage that you got this year.
Yeah, you guys have done an awesome job. Got to see it a couple away games as well, which is nice. And I think the people following along at home it's a great, clean broadcast. We're excited. Hopefully get you up on the Jumbotron tomorrow as well, and get some replays.
Get that replay going.
Especially if the referees make a bad call. You guys can make sure you get that up on the replay so I can point it out to them.
I don't think so, Coach, but we'll try. We're going to let you go. You can get your popcorn. It's Teddy's around. I think Teddy just took off.
Yeah, that's okay. It's safe here.
Okay. Coach, thanks. Good luck to you.
All right.
Take a break. We'll come back.
Don't tell my wife.
Okay, I will.
Since we're doing things so quickly, a lot of times we know that we need help. So our professors all know us by name.
Basically, everybody knows everybody here.
That one-on-one personal connection you're getting with the faculty, you don't get that a lot of places.
We are not just saying, here, go do this hard project. We are right there with them. We work with them.
The faculty are there for you.
Back at halftime with the score 33-22. Troy Daragowski, Keith Myers. As we look at first half stats, very interesting first half stats.
Well, the one I look for immediately, and that's what you caught me looking at here a little bit ago, was the shooting percentage for DePauw, 31%. They are 4 percentage points lower than they were in that matchup against Anderson. And I think that when you think about 9 of 29, here's the other number, 0 for 9 from three-point range.
Yep.
They're going to have to find a way now to produce something without shooting a lot of threes. And they did have success in the paint, ended up outscoring Rose-Hulman 18-10 in the paint. That might be their best bet, try to get that ball down inside more.
Yeah, what I look at also is, that 0 and 9 free throw shooting, you can live with 66%, but you look at Rose-Hulman, 42%, started out cold, but really caught up, and then the three-point land at 29%, they are 5 of 17. I'd take that anytime.
By the way, Sajovic led the way with 12 points. Harden had 11. Those are the only two players on either side in double figures. Rocco Ritchie finished with 8 points. On the other side, Sam Jacobs with 8 points. 4 points by Kuka. Goman had 4. And those are your leading scorers here in the first half of play. So now you got to find a way to get this thing rolling if you're DePauw, because they were in the locker room a long time.
Yeah, a long time. One thing that I mentioned is when I coach, I wanted to see time of possession, see what we're doing. If you're above 30 seconds, or that's an average time of possession, you want if you're Rose-Hulman, you want that probably at 15.
Right.
If you're DePauw, you probably want to melt that shot clock a little bit, shorten the game a little bit, see if you can creep back in here. They cut this within 10 at one time, so we'll see.
And that would, I'm sure, be the disappointing part for Coach Rusty Lloyd, is that, guys, we fought so hard to get that thing back to within 10. We had a chance to cut that lead under 10, and they had a couple of big turnovers right there. And if you look at the numbers, points from turnovers, it was 7-0. That's not a big number right now. It could be a big number in the second half.
Turnovers will always hurt you, will never help you. And you know who taught me that? A guy named Tony Hinkle. Turnovers will always hurt you, never help you. And you got to maintain. I think a lot of that is they got in a rush.
Yeah.
He went up and down the floor. A couple of turnovers were fast break turnovers that Rose-Hulman captured, and lately all of a sudden you go in the other way, you shoot a three-pointer, and when you're shooting lights out on three-point land, I mean 29% is pretty doggone good, Troy.
Not bad, but I'll tell you what, it was back-to-back turnovers that got DePauw there, because that's when they got it down to 10, and then they tried to, like you say, fast break, ended up costing them a couple of possessions there and points as well.
Let's take a look at tomorrow's schedule for you real quick right here on RHI.TV. Yeah, got Mount St. Joseph and Rose-Hulman for the boys. Anderson, Manchester on HCAC.TV. That's for the brass ball. We talked about that. That's an interesting ball game as well.
Yeah.
Rivalry. Mount St. Joe and Rose-Hulman. And there it is, the volleyball championship right here on HCAC.TV. Cannot wait. It is a great, fun year, and we kicked it off with basketball tonight.
And many more to come.
Oh, many more games.
Well, DePauw will have the basketball first. Let's see how they respond after a disappointing finish to that first half. Good ball movement. Baseline shot is off the side of the backboard. And the putback is no good. Already 0 for 2 in the second half. Nego missed the first one, and then Stevenson missed the putback. Boy, you hate to see that coming out in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Love to have gotten that first basket if you're the Tigers. Here's Rose-Hulman now. Here's a chance where they, too, can maybe take their time on
down
offense.
To 9.
That hasn't been that way all night long.
Nope.
Stoudemire, pull-up shot, can't get the roll. Ball tipped, rebounded by DePauw and Camden Brown.
How about hit every part of the rim but go in?
The drive, and that's off the leg, but we got a foul call. Ron Johnson trying to make his way to the basket, and he's going to go to the line for 2.
You know, very interesting. That official was not going to make that foul. If that ball went in, they would have passed on that foul. Because it did not go in, the late whistle.
You know, the fans can be very rowdy here, too. You ever notice that? Just
take it over.
There's one in particular right now. At the free throw line, and, boy, I tell you what, just one of those nights, maybe.
You just can't buy a basket. I like that shot with our camera. Link to the floor, see the free throws.
Second free throw by Johnson. He has 3. 1 for 3 from the free throw line. And now here's a little pressure put together by the Tigers, trying to slow things down for Rose-Hulman. Well, when you're down by 14, you're looking for a spark here to try to get a little run going. So maybe it'll be that 3/4 court man-to-man defense. Fadeaway jumper is short. Good move there by Harden, just couldn't finish it. Skip pass, 3-pointer in the way, missing another one. They're 0 for 10 now from 3.
You just think they're one to go in and everything else will follow. Oh, that's an offensive foul. Good call.
That was Ron Johnson, who, by the way, missed the 3 at the other end, and then got a little bit. Got elbow is Jenigas.
And that's what the officials are talking right now is with the elbow. And they're not going to call the flagrant.
Miles McGowan will come in.
I love how officials get together and talk and see what's going on. What did you see? What did you see? And then do nothing when nobody saw really anything flagrant.
Yeah. Still at 14. Tiger basketball, and a quick foul there on Stoudemire. Have him for number 1. Now they're going to actually say number 3 on Stoudemire. Where'd I miss the other 2? Sejavovic is back in. Now for Rose-Hulman. Here's a 3 at the top off the back of the iron. Offensive rebound by Jacobs. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay right here.
They are 0 for 11.
Yes, they are. And I'm pretty sure they'll get tired of us reminding them about that, huh?
He wanted to take the ball out at the volleyball line. No, you got back up, son.
Yeah. 18 on the shot clock. Jacobs traveled with it. All right, so let's think about this right now. They've missed, 3 shots in the second half, right?
Yes, sir.
They just had another turnover there. They've missed a free throw as well. Just a lot of things didn't start this second half for Coach Lloyd.
And they're still stuck at what number?
Well, they're still stuck at 23.
Yeah. Not any better, though, of Rose-Hulman on that side.
Well, Rose right now, they can just play steady basketball the rest of the way. They'll be in good shape. Entry pass underneath. McGowan. Shot good, and he's fouled.
That was nothing but strength right there. Nice shot at the young man.
I like Gabe Adams on the sidelines flexing his
Flexing
muscles.
the muscle.
Watch this.
Watch this.
You don't see many players do a little jump.
Not anymore, you
No,
don't.
you don't.
You don't even see him shoot from 7 feet anymore.
No, you do not. Free throw is on the way and good. Well, you got to give Rusty Lloyd a lot of credit for his ball club. Playing well here. I should say, Rusty Lloyd should say, yeah, I need my team to play better here in the second half as Nigo gets his first 2, and they finally get some points on the board. But on the other side, for Nick Sales, his team has survived some runs. Three-pointer is no good. Sajovic couldn't get that one to fall. Goes out of bounds, and it will go the other way. Both coaches in their second year. Here's a guy that got to get going is Sam Jacobs. Jacobs had 16 against Anderson. So far tonight, 8 in the first half for the sophomore from Fishers. Little slip screen. Foul, basket good by Ref Stevenson.
Count the basket as well.
We're going to get McGowan for the foul. That'll be his third. Into the lineup now for Rose-Hulman will be Sam Piantek, the freshman at 6'4". Stevenson misses the free throw badly. He had 12 against Anderson, only 2 so far tonight. Lead still at 13. By the way, Rose-Hulman is going to head to Northern Kentucky for their next game. There's a floater missed. That'll be an exhibition contest against the Division I Norsemen.
How would you like? We're going to play DePauw first game, and then, we're going to play D1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the experience, you hear coaches talk about that as the entry pass down to Stevenson, off the glass good. The experience of getting a chance to play a D1 team is just invaluable. Timeout on the floor, 40-29, Rose-Hulman.
An active athlete looking for enhanced performance, comfort, and recovery? Then Skins is the perfect choice for you. Our revolutionary sports compression product provides better oxygen flow in your muscles, helps reduce fatigue and pain from intense physical activity, allowing athletes to push their boundaries and perform better.
Skins helps keep everything, including you, on track.
So don't wait any longer. Get your Skins now and experience unbeatable performance.
Take your game to the next level with Skins.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Rose-Hulman holding on to an 11-point lead. Good
There's
look
a good look at the crowd.
Yeah.
See, you need that elf in here.
I do.
Yeah, that would match really well.
Maybe we can get one for tomorrow.
I'll look that up and see if we can get that at Toys R Us.
Thank you.
There's the coach.
Nick Sales, as we mentioned, in his second year. Trying to get his team back to that championship game of the Heartland. Nice post up down low, but missing the shot was McGowan. Here come the Tigers. They're going to push the action right here, and that might have been a travel, no whistle.
Well, they
Johnson.
Force him to set it back up. Shot clock at 15.
Kick in the corner, 3 on the way. Still a miss. Well, they just can't buy a 3 tonight. That was Nego. Here's a 3 the other way. They can buy one. That's Cole Pride.
I'm 0 for 11, but you're, 7 of 12?
Well, that's why he plays some at home and some on the road.
I guess so.
Lead once again to 14. Nice spin by Jacobs, blocked by Pride. Fast break the other way. Pride receives and misses short, but it'll go to the line for 2.
Nice unselfish play there.
You know, I'll tell you what. You like the big, gets the block, runs the floor. Take a look at the 3 first.
I mean, that's deep. Now, when we played horse, Mrs. Myers knocks Doe down all the time.
Oh, she embarrasses you.
I know.
It's not even close. But think about Pride. You hit the 3, you come back, you get the block, you run the floor, you're at the free throw line. Coaches love that.
Yep. And guess, you know what they give you? More playing time.
Yeah. 6-8. And a chance to make a big contribution. The lead at 16.
I thought this would be a lot closer game, Troy. But if DePauw knocked down some threes, who knows?
And
right?
if I were 7 foot tall, I might have been in the NBA.
All right, good. First game of the year.
Here's Smith. The kick out. Pride gets another block. Camden Brown got it sent back, and that one's off the side of the backboard there.
Had to rush that shot clock.
Joe Smith. And now Rose trying to build, but they turn it over. Troy McManus in the lineup now for Rose. Another 3. That's off the mark. I could see that one from the time it left his hand. That was Jacobs. I agree with you about maybe being a little closer, but after watching DePauw the other day struggle against the zone and the way they were shooting was going to be an issue. That one was missed as well. And back the other way. They're going to stay right here.
But now you're looking, if you're Rusty Lloyd, you're just looking for someone to step up.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Again, it's only game 2.
Absolutely.
They'll go back and, bottom line is they'll go back and
reevaluate
shoot again. You know, and eventually the rotation is going to get cut down.
You're just trying to find a rhythm.
Yeah. In the corner. Another 3 is missed. This time Joe Smith. They cannot buy 3 tonight, no matter how hard they've tried. Like the patience here in this Rose-Hulman offense as well. Oops.
Oh, got to pay attention.
I'm going to do a little give and go, but the go didn't give. Back the other way. Shot missed badly underneath. Ron Johnson thought he got fouled.
Rusty thought he got it fouled.
One thing you don't want to see here is you don't want your game to get sloppy either.
No, and I like the fact that you kicked it back out, set up the offense.
Oop.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
Too much that time by Gabe Adams. And maybe that's legal in Montana.
The little square dance?
Yeah.
Swing your partner around and around.
See, I have relatives in Montana, so
okay.
I kind of know mean, it's really, you talk about spread out.
I got you.
You got a long way to go just to go to the grocery store if you don't live in a town. Still at 16. The drive and a foul call. They're going to call it out front. Joe Smith out of Mishawaka, 5'10 freshman. They're going to get Adams picking up number 3. I didn't think he was shooting the basketball, though.
I don't think he was shooting the basketball either.
Oh, my. I thought everything was below the waist. But they're going to be kind enough and let him have a couple of free throws. Smith has not scored tonight.
Got it.
Till there.
His first scoring of the night.
Rocco Ritchie back in. Rocco. He is out of Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. Brady Kuhnke back in now for the Tigers.
Got them both.
Boy, not only you have the rundown of the college football season for tomorrow for us, when you think about doing that championship matchup, basketball beginning. Busy time of the year. Off the screen, left-hand shot good by Troy McManus.
And if you're in the state of Indiana, there's high school playoffs, regionals tonight as well.
Yeah. That 3 is missed. Lead still at 16 here for Rose-Hulman. Looking to go to 1-0 on the year. As we mentioned, they will play an exhibition against Northern Kentucky. Here's a little push.
Oh, ran him into the wall. Beautiful.
Just a tiny shimmy.
Yeah.
Washington will pick up the foul. By the way, Rose-Hulman will be at Worcester. Spin, shot on the way, good. McManus again.
I got him for 6.
You do, and I do too.
Okay.
Lead now at 18. Skip pass. DePauw trying to find their mark. Shot in the lane, but we got a foul call. That's going to send Caleb Washington to the line. Rose will go to Worcester, their next contest. They go to Wabash. Still nothing on the 18th of November yet, so there might be a game in there. So they play 2 of their first 3 on the road. Then they get to come back against Albion in their first conference game on the road at Bluffton.
We have several games for you this season.
Second free throw's no good, but an offensive rebound for the Tigers. Goldman, big 6'6" senior. Goldman trying to post up on that high post against Simon Blair. Off the screen, no. Well, I don't have the official numbers in front of me of how many they have missed, but they've missed at least 5 in the second half, so they're probably, 0 for 14 or 15?
By my stats, yes, 0 for 14.
DePauw off the inbound. Here's Jacobs.
Oh, nice look.
Goldman got it inside, rejected by Blair.
How about Blair? Standing tall. Move that statue.
Problem is, Blair took a shot from Jenigas. You know, it's one of those we see in volleyball now and then where they come up and shove you in the chest. Good block, double-handed block, by the way. You saw it right there. Baseline drive by Joe Smith. Jacobs back to Smith. 15 feet away, missed it. Long rebound by McManus.
Oh, give him the shot.
Oh, he thought better of that. That was Harden. They want to use a lot of clock now.
Okay.
Right. I understand, though. I know you want to do that onside kick every kickoff, too. I don't know if you ever heard of that one high school team. As you see the crossover here by Harden in the corner, Rocco Ritchie missed it, goes out of bounds. It'll go over to DePauw. The high school coach who never punts. You ever see that guy?
No.
Never punts a football.
Okay. Wins many games?
Yeah, win a lot of games.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's amazing about it. I never thought of that. Of course, I've never been a football coach, but I think they ought to outlaw the punt. You can't make it down the field, you shouldn't be able to. Don't you think so?
Let's move on.
All right. Here's Joe Smith. I'm always finding a way to change the game.
Yep.
Stevenson missed it. Rebound, put back, no, and a foul call. That will send Caleb Washington to the line.
Just observing here in the second half, I think Rose-Hulman's a little bit more physical.
Yeah.
Don't you think just a little bit, just a tad?
But think about it. Stevenson's only a freshman. He's going to have a chance to grow. You just saw the young man at the line, Caleb Washington. He's only a freshman. And so these guys, if they stay with it, by the time they're seniors there for DePauw, they're going to be pretty good.
Yep. 6'8", and he's still growing.
Yeah. Second free throw is missed. There are 10 freshmen on this DePauw roster. So certainly youth is a factor. That's going to be a foul off that screen. They're going to get ref Stevenson. That's hard to win.
How about 13 freshmen for Rose-Hulman? These teams are building for the future.
Yeah,
man.
they are.
I love it.
Nice crossover.
Oh!
Strong move to the basket for Harden.
Maybe that's why he's undercover. He's got 15 for the night.
Entry down to Stevenson. Stevenson spins to the block. Good.
I like the drop step. Much better.
We have made it under the 10-minute mark. Still a 17-point lead. Off the high screen, three-pointer no good by Stoudemire. DePauw trying to make a little run here before this one is over here this evening. Three, in and out again.
They're over.
Kunka could get it to go. Rusty Lloyd still trying to encourage his team to keep shooting the basketball. How about this three? Nope. That one's in and out. Janigas couldn't get it to go. Three back the other way by Washington. He can't get it to go. Well, I don't think I've ever done a game where
a team has missed all of them.
Yeah, especially if you think about maybe double digits and beyond.
Yes, sir.
Nice entry and a block underneath by Stevenson. The putback good off the block by Janigas. Physical play underneath as you see Miles McGowan getting hooked up there with Stevenson.
They were definitely banging down there.
Yeah, look at this. That is great effort. A couple of changes here for DePauw. We'll see Ollie Sandman come in, another freshman from Shelbyville. Good look at Cole Pride, who had some big minutes in that first half.
We're talking high school basketball. The guys start the week of Thanksgiving, where these guys will already have 4 or 5, 6 games in already.
Yeah. Free throws missed. By the way, we will next week have the IndianaSRN boys basketball watch list. It's compiled and ready to go.
Okay. I know the polls are not coming out this week.
Yeah, you bet. I was going to say
the football polls were a disaster.
Well, you got to make sure you do them every week. That helps. Yeah. Scoop shot no good at the other end of the floor there by Nigo. And I understand you're a busy man.
Yeah.
Well, also,
I like Stevenson not giving up on that play.
I do too. Well, I'll tell you what, he's got a lot of potential. Out of Fishers. Of course, he's catching it from the. By the way, there are students on both sides.
Yeah, on the one side, they're pretty enthusiastic. I would say
they are. They're giving him a what for, you would
yes.
probably say. Got 1 of 2.
And Rose-Hulman, I think the crowd's definitely involved.
You know, and you were right about the crowd. At first I thought, where is everybody?
They came late.
Yeah, it was an L.A. crowd here tonight.
Yeah.
But they really did show up.
They must have gave out free Chick-fil-A or something out, concession stand.
I better get some. After the turnover,
no.
basket good the other way, and a foul call against Cole Pride.
Pride has to stop and just put his hands up. You can't go stretch for the basketball. That's a great strength.
Jacobs will go to the line, but not before we get a timeout.
A good engineer, a good mathematician, a good scientist can identify problems.
But in order to be a great scientist or engineer, you've got to have curiosity and you've got to have creativity. And that's what's going to set you apart.
You can't teach curiosity. You just need to encourage your student to be curious. Curious in anything that they do. Curious so that it brings out the innovations, the new ideas.
Good look there at the Fighting Engineers.
Sponsorship.
Yes.
If you would like to be involved in sponsoring Rose-Hulman basketball, the athletic director would think you are the bomb.
The bomb.
And this is how you do it.
Not the bacon, but the bomb.
The bacon, too.
Yeah.
Here's how you do it. You contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org. That's coach@IndianaSRN.org. And we will pass that on, information on how you can sponsor these games. And your name could be on a commercial. Who knows?
There you go. Boy, the pressure there. A foul called on Jacobs. Want to be careful there. You don't want to get a technical. Jacobs was very adamant that he didn't foul right there, and Rusty Lloyd is up off the bench as well.
Again, that's coach@IndianaSRN.org. There, I said it to her 3 times.
You did great.
She told me to do it 3 times. There to go. We'll do it again on the postgame show.
Very competitive packages, too, by the way.
Yes. And thousands watches.
Thousands. Rose-Hulman still with a 15-point lead. Great drive and a foul late on that one by Camden Brown. And we'll go to the free throw line. Kobe Stoudemire, 5'9" sophomore out of Jeffersonville. It's amazing when you think about the youth of these two teams, and we're talking about DePauw. When you start looking up and down this lineup, like you said, how many freshmen? It's hard. First off, you need freshmen because you want to build them for the future, but it's hard to win with freshmen.
Oh, yeah. Well, because you got to get them in your routine.
Yeah.
You know, and even Coach said that this morning in our little pregame talk. He says, you got to get them out of the mindset. It's not an 8-minute game.
Yeah.
Fellas, it's a 40-minute game.
Well, I was watching college basketball the other night, the Michigan State game. Nice kiss off the glass, can't get it to go. Camden Brown. And they were talking about their freshmen. The whole lifestyle is completely different. You're no longer in high school.
Nope.
The weightlifting, the meals, the study, everything else that you do is completely different. There's a foul call. That'll go against Caleb Washington.
And road trips are not 15, 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
They're 15, 16 hours sometimes away.
Yeah, feels like it anyway.
Yeah.
Saw Coach Lloyd right there. Stoudemire at the line.
Think he asked him for his telephone number?
Yeah.
Okay. Stoudemire's done a nice job this half.
Yeah, he has. Running the floor. And you look at Rose-Hulman, I mean, they've gotten contributions from so many players. Second free throw is good as well. Back to 19. Three
there
on the
it
way.
is.
Finally got one to go. That'll be Caleb Washington. It took him a while. Well, you know, they tell you that if you miss these shots, just keep shooting.
Yep.
Won't do you any good. You're not going to get it better if you don't shoot it. Stoudemire. Shot clock at 10. Turnover. And a foul. Oh, wait a minute. They called a technical right there, I think, against Nego. I think. We'll wait and see right here, but the way the crowd is reacting. Yeah, they got Nego. I'm not sure. He just got the steal. And right after that, there you see Coach Lloyd wanting an explanation of what that was. Second free throw is good. That's that three they just made. Unfortunately, even after the turnover by Rose-Hulman, as Rocco Ritchie back in, you end up getting the technical there.
Coach is still hammering on the officials. Coach referee is trying to get away with him, get down to the baseline.
And I don't think he's the one that called the tee. The one that's nearest to the bench is the one who called the technical. Got a reach and a foul call. That'll go against Harden.
Now, what you want to do with the three guys in the stripes is you don't want any chippiness go on. You want to clean this up really quick here.
So here's Nego, who just got that technical moments ago. Second free throw is good as well.
Unofficially 5.
I have him for 6, but
okay. Thank you, sir.
What's one, right? Back to 16.
You can tell it's the first game of the season. My score sheet is all messed up.
Me too. It's a hard transition to go from football. You've been doing football and still for how many weeks? 13, 14 weeks?
14 weeks.
And your first basketball game, the kick out and the three, good. Rocco Ritchie.
The fans go wild.
Rocco, by the way, has 11 unofficially. A nice little shot in the lane. That's going to be good by Kenvin Brown.
Have a fan who asked me my prediction. I told her the prediction, and she's now looking up and gave me the numbers of what I predicted, and I'm a little bit off.
Do you want to tell anybody?
No,
okay.
not at all.
Okay. Well, that's a nice move and a block by Brown. Shot clock still at 9. Harden, the kick out. Blocked. Stoudemire has a shot blocked by Kuhnke. 2-on-1 break the other way. Basket good by Washington. Timeout on the floor. 62-47.
Since we're doing things so quickly, a lot of times we know that we need help. So our professors all know us by name.
Basically, everybody knows everybody here.
That one-on-one personal connection you're getting with the faculty, you don't get that a lot of places.
We're not just saying, here, go do this hard project. We are right there with them. We work with them.
The faculty is there for you.
.4:15 remaining. What are you doing tomorrow? We have a big football game.
There it is. Conference championship.
Number 1 and number 2 pretty much in just about every category.
Yes.
But Mount St. Joe, 57 points per game, which is number 6 in the country.
Here you go, though. Rose-Hulman, arena football scorer last week.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Both of these teams can put up some points. I wouldn't doubt if it's 60-62 or whatever tomorrow.
I wouldn't either.
I'm telling you what. 1:30 start. We may still be playing at 8 o'clock tomorrow night with all the scoring that could go on.
Yep, you're right. Nice lob inside. Nothing there from McGowan. The kick out. Shot from 3. No good in the corner. Rocco Ritchie unable to get that one to go down. DePauw trying to finish strong. Short on the 3 attempt. And the battle for the loose basketball. Washington almost stepped out of bounds off the miss by Nigo. So right now, if you're Rose-Hulman, you can use some clock, take care of the basketball. Here's McGowan. Nice spin to the baseline, good with the right hand.
With that knee brace and all the stuff, the tough things he fought back, that injury, good to see that kid have some success tonight.
Well, especially make that move, too.
Yep.
Made that nice spin to the inside, back to the outside. 3 on the way, good. 2 in a row. Camden Brown gets this one. Lead at 14. And looks like Rose wants to call another timeout, and they will with a 14-point lead.
Anxious over algebra? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at askrose.org. Confused by chemistry? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at askrose.org.
Don't forget tomorrow, Sunday, as well. Volleyball, HCAC championship game on HCAC.tv. It could be anybody. That thing's wide open. In fact, Rose-Hulman, the 6th seed, upset the number 4 seed. So anything possible in that tournament.
Yeah. We saw them.
And then sorry.
Oh, I say Rose was practicing when we got here.
Yeah, and then the Rose-Hulman soccer team plays tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the first round. It's a good day to be an engineer.
It is.
I like the shirt today. The slacks look good on you today. Is that the new IndianaSRN?
It is.
Khakis.
You didn't know you bought these?
You've
bought these.
I guess I did.
There's a new line that you guys have put out, and I'm buying all and put it on your card.
I wonder where that $50 went.
Yeah, that's right. $50 pair of slacks. 2.5 minutes to go. Rose-Hulman trying to hold on to the basketball late. Foul call on the sideline. That'll go against Camden Brown. Well, DePauw finishing strong, which is good. For Rusty Lloyd after the shooting woes here tonight. I'll be curious when Rose-Hulman, they have to go to, as we said, go to Worcester. That's a long haul. Worcester tough at home. Is that free throw good by Harden? And then, of course, on the road at Wabash, that's not going to be easy.
I like their strength of schedule.
I do too. They got to play Albion, and then they'll open up quickly against Bluffton. I mean, they don't have a whole lot of time before the conference season begins.
The HCAC conference going to be a tough one. Follow your conference team right here as well. We'll have a lot of things. And if you hook up to the sports page, Troy will tell you how to get a hold of that. All kinds of college sports.
Yeah. Rusty Lloyd.
He is earning some stripes today.
Yeah, he's making his case, isn't he? Hey, try to fight for your players. See something maybe the official didn't. They can maybe help a little bit on the next call. Shot in the lane, no good by Nigo. Under 2 minutes, back to 16. Here's Stoudemire. One thing I noticed a little bit here in the second half, and it may not mean anything, but you kind of see they subbed a lot in the first half, not quite as much in the second half.
Yeah, they played their key players. We'll talk a little bit of that on football.
Whoa. Harden for 3.
He's had a career tonight. I got him unofficially for 20.
I agree with you.
We'll have our player of the game. We'll have the post-game show. Coach will come up and talk with Troy as soon as the game is over.
Look at this.
This is like, boom. Post-game show sponsored by Skins. Official sponsor of the HCAC.
Who is it?
Skins.
Skins?
Yeah.
Really?
Clothing line.
Really?
Yep. You didn't get the memo?
No.
Okay.
In the corner for 3. No good. Nigo can't get the fall ball. Stay right here.
Nice crowd on hand. They're going to see a victory.
Ron Johnson back in. Well, I would imagine we're going to see a packed house tomorrow.
Well, team breakfast tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Can you make team breakfast tomorrow?
Shot in the corner, no good by Washington. I'll think about it.
You'll be still sleeping.
I'll be up. Boy, a lot of jockeying for the loose basketball there, huh?
Oh, they're going to give the ball to Rose. Oh, they're going to call a foul.
Well, again, as I said before, it's why you play some at home and some on the road.
I guess so.
Harden will go to the line.
That's why there's 3 on the floor.
Yep. We feel good, and a few of the DePauw fans not happy with that call.
You know, when I officiated, the same thing, they always yelled at me for some odd reason. I never understood.
And then when it gets quiet, everybody can hear it.
Everybody
right?
can hear it. 22.
Harden, then solid night. Once again, timeout on the floor, under a minute remaining.
Stick around for our post-game show. We'll name our
new word you're going to stick away.
We'll announce our player of the game. Coach will be up talking with Nick. Talking with Troy. It's Nick.
Nick will talk to himself.
Yes, Nick will share the mic with himself.
Drive down the lane, nothing there for Johnson. Johnson gets it back for three, shoots the air ball. Rebound put back good by Washington. Still at 19 as see the Tigers trying to slow that offense down a little bit, maybe force a turnover here late in the ball game. I'm not going to remind anybody, the fadeaway jumper good once again by Stoudemire. The prediction that perhaps was blurted out in haste early in the night. 3-point in the corner, good by Kuka. The shooting got better for DePauw here in the second half, especially from three. And that's going to do it. Rose-Hulman, the winner, 73-55. Pick up the season opening win here tonight. DePauw will fall to 0-2.
And for the first time this season, a 1-0 start. How about that? You look at the success factor that Rose-Hulman had, and I think it was the intensity on the defensive end. I think they knocked down some big-time shots early, and they got players involved in the game. And then in the second half, I think what happens is, okay, here's what we've done in the first half. Now let's just play some numbers that we have. And, you know, he changed that style of offense a little bit. So, very nice win, as coach is going to go in the locker room and probably spend about a minute with them and come up and talk with us. But, you know, all in all, game number one in the book for us. A lot more installed. And don't forget the women's game will be also on our networks as well.
Well, the other thing about this one tonight, and I'm sure Coach Sales will talk about it, is he got a lot of good bench play. He got guys that came off the bench, hit some big shots, got some big rebounds, and when you can build that kind of depth, and think about that, again, he's a young basketball team too, but think about that depth later in the year.
Yeah, you look at, what do we say, 15 freshmen or so?
Yeah.
You know, you win a big game like that, freshmen's going to get better.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about freshmen is they don't remember loses. They don't remember loss.
Yeah.
But they do remember win. They know how to play, and they really love to play when they're winning some games.
Well, Hardin had another big game. Had a big game, certainly from a standpoint when they played at Ball State. He and Pride both played well, but again, this is a little bit different back down to the Division III level. So just a big win here tonight. And again, Stoudemire played well, Hardin played well. Rocco Ritchie hit some big shots. I like the bigs inside the way they played. So I think just a good contribution from everybody. So what we'll do is we'll take a timeout. We'll come back, see if Coach Sales is ready to talk to us a little bit about this opening season win. We'll do that coming up in a moment right here on RHIT.TV.
A good engineer, a good mathematician, a good scientist can identify problems.
But in order to be a great scientist or engineer, you've got to have curiosity and you've got to have creativity. And that's what's going to set you apart.
You can't teach curiosity. You just need to encourage your students to be curious. Curious in anything that they do. Curious so that it brings out the innovations, the new ideas.
Since we're doing things so quickly, a lot of times we know that we need help. So our professors all know us by name.
Basically, everybody knows everybody here.
That one-on-one personal connection you're getting with the faculty, you don't get that a lot of places.
We are not just saying, here, go do this hard project. We are right there with them. We work with them.
The faculty are there for you.
Anxious over algebra? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org. Confused by chemistry? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org.
Welcome back. Post-game time as Rose-Hulman picks up a big win here tonight. Their season-opening win over DePauw. Coach Sales with us this evening. Congratulations, Coach. Nice to get that first game under your belt. I know you had an exhibition game, but this one played for real, and I thought overall you had a great team effort.
Appreciate it, yeah. I thought our guys played really hard tonight. I thought they followed the game plan.
Yeah.
In those exhibitions and scrimmages we had, we didn't really prepare them for what the other team was running because we wanted to learn and figure out what we needed to get better at. And today they had a full scout. My assistant, Coach Crone and Coach Hammond, did a great job of preparing these guys and watching film and putting us in a good position to win.
And DePauw has a game under their belt coming in, so that was a little bit of an advantage in some ways, and played a good Anderson team who I know you'll see later in the season, but no real big advantage there, was it, coming in because they had one game under their belt?
I think it helped them, obviously, because they play some young guys, get some action, and that was my worry, right? I'm playing six freshmen out there.
Yeah.
Right? And so, and it was the first time we played at home, so I was a little nervous about how we were going to execute and, getting caught up in the moment. We had a great crowd tonight. Thank God for everybody that came out and supported us. We appreciate it. But I thought they handled the pressure really well. We executed our stuff really well, and we're going to keep getting better.
I liked your defense, too. I mean, when you look at the way they were looking for shots anywhere they could find them, but your defense really was solid.
Yeah, I think that was part of the game plan. I mean, Coach Hammond did a great job of making sure our guards were dialed in, and we had 3 days to prep, right? They probably had 1 day to prep for us after playing Anderson, who plays zone. It's a lot different than our style defense, so I definitely think that was an advantage for us. But I thought our scout did amazing. The guys that didn't play in the game, they were just as important as the guys that played in the game because they did a great job of executing DePauw's offense.
Talk about those freshmen and overall, again, your first college game, no longer high school. Keith and I were talking about that earlier. It's a different world in college.
It is, and I've been telling those guys, it's such a momentum game. All the finer details matter, and they've been hearing it enough, so they get it. And they did a great job tonight. Obviously, a lot of mistakes that we got to clean up, but for the most part, they did a really, really good job.
Can you talk about who you thought really stood out? I mean, we talk about Bradley Harden and the way he played tonight, but you had so many guys make a contribution.
Yeah, I lean on Brad a lot, man. He's my lonely senior, right? And, obviously everybody was nervous. We lose 5 seniors. But I told him, listen, we worked our butt off to get some really good freshmen here that knew the expectations, and they came in really good shape, and we knew we'd be excited about them, and he's helped them string along, right? So, and his confidence, because he puts in the work, has helped these guys get better every day, and he knows that they want to be just as good as he does. They care about it. So,
before I let you go, your road trip now, you go to Worcester. Out of that conference is tough over there in Ohio too, so it's going to be a big road trip.
Absolutely. I mean, we play three out of the 4 top NCAC teams. I think it's important. I want our guys to see big-time environments. Yeah. College of Worcester has always been good. When I was at Marietta, we had some battles with those guys. And then Hampden-Sydney is there, who beat the #1 team in the country. I want our guys to see what that looks like.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. We'll see you next time.
Absolutely.
Okay? We'll be back in a couple of moments right here on RHIT.TV.
A good engineer, a good mathematician, a good scientist can identify problems.
But in order to be a great scientist or engineer, you've got to have curiosity and you've got to have creativity. And that's what's going to set you apart.
You can't teach curiosity. You just need to encourage your students to be curious. Curious in anything that they do. Curious so that it brings out the innovations, the new ideas.
Since we're doing things so quickly, a lot of times we know that we need help. So our professors all know us by name.
Basically, everybody knows everybody here.
That one-on-one personal connection you're getting with the faculty, you don't get that a lot of places.
We are not just saying, here, go do this hard project. We are right there with them. We work with them.
The faculty are there for you.
Well, that was a great halftime show.
You mean postgame show?
Oh, the game's over?
Yeah, it's over.
Did we win?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah,
all right.
Big win.
All right.
Let's
Big
do
win.
the impact player of the game in this one.
What do you think? I think Harden.
Yeah, Bradley Harden.
Yeah, I think he deserved it. Played well, defensively, offensively, got everybody in the flow of the game. I really like what Coach said is he's playing some young kids, and those kids develop tonight.
Yeah.
And they're going to get better, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, one senior, though.
One.
A lot of freshmen. He'll be losing some hair like us at the end of the year.
Yeah, I had one senior once.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's going to do it. Hey, don't forget.
Football tomorrow.
Championship game is at 1:30 on HCAC.tv. Tonight, it was Rose-Hulman, 73-55. Thanks for being with us. This has been Rose-Hulman basketball on RHIT.tv.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah.